All right. Hey, Rennie, good afternoon, man. How are you?
I'm great, doing good.
Good. I appreciate you taking time to chat with us today. Just wanted to kind of dive in and do a little testimonial here about your experience working with Best Roofing Marketing. Why don't we start off? Just tell us kind of about your business, where you're at, and what you guys offer.
We're a 90% residential roofing contractor. We've been in business since 2015, and over the last almost 6 years, we've grown from you know to almost $5 million in annual revenue. We've just now started to get more serious on the marketing side,
Yep.
and in doing so, I've had other marketing companies in the past. It's kind of turned me off on the whole marketing situation, but the only one that I really had a lot of good experience with was web.com. And actually, Bruce got introduced to me by a good mutual friend, and Bruce used to work with web.com on my campaign.
Yep.
And so that's one of the only reasons I actually decided to give Bruce a chance at earning my marketing business again.
Yeah.
So,
No, that's awesome, man. And
uh,
you picked a hell of a time to get serious about your marketing in the midst of a pandemic. So kind of timestamp for this video, it's summer 2021. In your business, just tell us a little bit about some of the challenges you guys are facing today as a residential roofing company.
uh, serious supply chain shortages are a big deal right now. Being able to stay competitive with pricing and being that the price of materials are moving up due to shortages, and so trying to stay competitive with pricing, trying to stay relevant in the marketing world. It's marketing is an expensive game, and you have to hire somebody that knows what they're doing, or you will be spending far more money than you're making, and that's kind of why I've steered away from it for years. But if you have the right person that understands how to spend your money, you can get quality leads that convert.
Yeah,
So
man, no, that's great, and that's a good segue. So, we've been working with you now for just recapping really the last week of efforts. We did a little research coming to this call today, and it looks like you've had about 7 or 8 calls, 15,000 of sales, 20,000 in residential bids, and a couple of commercial jobs going out. Does that sound about right?
yeah, definitely working on a new bid for an Einstein Bros bagel restaurant on Dale Mabry in Tampa. Um, and we've got several others in the works, a hotel. So trying to keep expounding upon that. You're not going to win every bid, but if you have quality opportunities to get in front of the right people that are looking for your services, that's it eventually is going to pay off.
Yeah, man. No, absolutely. I appreciate it. And like you said, you've been doing this for a long time. We worked together a little bit. One of the guys that I managed in the past at Web did some stuff for you that was effective. But what kind of stood out to you when you and I talked about making you feel comfortable with choosing Best Route for marketing?
Um, One of the main things is you came recommended from somebody I highly respect.
Yep.
He's a no BS kind of guy, so that was the first thing. But the second thing was I didn't have a bad experience with web.com, and I had tons of bad experiences with other companies.
Right.
So that was huge. And I personally, at one point, I was just starting out in business, and so I don't follow you know the adage that if you're just starting, you can't be effective at what you're doing.
Right.
A lot of people think that a company's been in business for 10, 15, 20 years. That means they're great. It does not.
True.
Sometimes there's a diamond in the rough, and sometimes people have 20 years of experience and they just haven't gone out on their own yet. So I personally I like to be in a situation where somebody's giving me all of their time instead of just being a number on the board.
Right.
And I think that in going and choosing to go with you, that was a big thing. There's a lot of one-on-one. I can call you on the phone. I don't have to deal with a customer service line. Uh, if there's a problem, we can get it corrected. So that's huge when you're talking about spending, significant amount of money every month on a marketing budget.
Yeah, man. I mean, you're going to be spending well over $100,000 this year just on digital alone, and that is an investment.
So it's almost like essentially having another employee on your payroll. You need to be able to have contact with them and know what's going on at all times.
Yeah, man. Communication's been good both ways, so we appreciate that. So, what are the growth goals for RoofX over the next year, 3 years, 5 years? Tell us a little bit about that.
So the 3-year goal for me right now is we'd like to get to the 8 million annual mark. That's kind of my next milestone. Um, I anticipate growing by about $1 million a year over the next 2 to 3 years,
Yep.
and hopefully the 5-year goal is to be at 10 million plus. So slow and sustained growth, not going too fast, but making sure that every step of the way we're still providing customer service and still able to manage everything in an effective manner.
Yeah, no, I think that's good that you're growing at a healthy clip, right? You're not trying to do this thing where you're shortcutting your customers and homeowners for sure. So that's impressive. Just two more quick questions, man. So, with regards to your next 3 and 5 year goals, how do you see Best Roofer having a hand in that?
Marketing is huge. We're definitely, we're going to be leaning heavily on more web presence, SEO, and as we are able to grow, we're going to increase our budget, and as long as everything stays effective like it has been, I see us, remaining customers for a long time.
Awesome, man. We're happy to hear that. That's the goal for us is long-term partnerships. We're not looking to sell people and burn that bridge either for sure. So, um, last question here, man. This is kind of a loaded one, right? But what advice would you give another roofing company outside of the Tampa Bay Metro that's considering partnering with Best Roofer Marketing?
I would say, definitely want to take the time to do your research, talk to other people that are currently involved, myself included. Um, you know, don't just listen to everything that some marketing company tells you that calls you on the phone, and they all want to take your money. One thing I can tell you about Bruce, he's been um, very involved from the beginning, even when he wasn't making money, in trying to make things as good as they could be. Built a whole new site for RoofX because he didn't agree with the one that we already had built and didn't charge us for it. Which, not saying he's going to do that for everybody, but
Yeah.
those are the kind of things that allow me to say that Bruce is he's a stand-up guy, and he's going to do what he says he's going to do. And I think he means well, and so far he's worked well for us.
Awesome, Brandon. We appreciate it, bro. Thanks so much for your time today and carving out a few minutes to chat with us. And just cheers to continued success, man. We're going to kill it for the rest of 2021 and going forward. We're happy to be a part of the mission for you.
Yes, sir.
Thanks
Thank you.
Bye.